Hey everybody, Jang here from jangbricks.com with a look at another Mega Bloks Call of Duty Zombies set. This is the TranZit farm from the TranZit game mode in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So you've got the farm here, you've got the barn section, got the wind turbine over there, and you get 4 zombies with this set. I gotta say, I really like the build of this set. It was genuinely a good build. The barn itself, building that up, it has a good amount of depth to it. It has, especially these doors. These are the most interesting thing. I'll just get right into it. These actually do slide open, and they are not just one-piece things. You actually assemble them. There's quite a number of parts that are used there, and some interesting building techniques and interesting use of the Mega Bloks specific parts that only they have. Kind of worked out really well. I like that. I like the new type of marbling that they've got. It's a dark brown, like a almost a dark chocolate brown with some tan, or just a little bit of a lighter hue that's mixed in there. It gives it a different look. And then they did mix things up with the lighter texture used here. That's one we've already had before, kind of the Arctic marbling. And then the metal roof and siding pieces are also marbled with a combination between a dark metallic silver and a little bit of black kind of mixed in there. And they also use some parts from my favorite color from Mega Bloks, with the slightly yellowish, greenish, highly metallic with a little bit of rust color built in. You can see that's a pulley right there. And behind here, you can see you've got a little lift. You can actually lift this up, and the way that you do that is by pulling the string from back here. Let's take a look at this whole thing from the behind. So here you can see that you've got plenty of room, bottom floor and top floor. Both are built to accommodate various figures. So you've got plenty of room to put multiple figures up here. You can hide them. You've got a stairway going up to the upper level, so you've got good access, and like I said, you've got still plenty of room underneath, still under the shelter. So you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit to think that there's coverage back here that is actually a covered building. But it's very important for playability that everything be open here, so you can actually place the figures in. The only other way to do that would be to have the whole thing hinge open in the middle, and that would just double the number of parts, which would then probably double the price. So I think this was a really smart design decision to just leave it open. And here's the string that you pull to lift the cargo in the front. And the terrain pieces are a combination of 2 of the larger mixed shape terrain base plates and 1 of the medium small ones that are all connected together. The windmill part over here is also, or wind generator, is a pretty respectable build. A good number of pieces went into that. It's nice and solid. They used some interesting connections down here at the bottom. Good stuff. Also included here, you've got some other stuff that you can mess around with your figures. So you've got over here a shovel and a pickaxe, and you've got a couple of buckets on the set, as well as a jerry can, presumably full of fuel that you can use to light lots of stuff on fire. This right here, incidentally, oh yeah, you can see it from this low of an angle. You can see that it is a lamp, so that's appropriate. A nice piece there. Another nice little assembly. Broken, boarded up windows on the sides and stuff. Only thing that's really missing, well, the things that are missing here are the buildables. Where are the buildables? Where's the lawnmower? Where's the stuff that you need to make the turret? That's a pretty big oversight, I'd say, because that's a major thing that you want to be able to get from this stop along the route, right? So that is definitely a miss, I think. But still a fun set to play with, I think, because it's really designed for play. It's designed to let kids get their hands around and put figures in different places. Speaking of figures, let's look at the ones that are included. Zombie, 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 zombie. 4 zombies. And if you haven't seen my little zombie horde set review, the zombies are built using just 2 heads in total, 2 different two different torso pieces and one single leg assembly, and they just paint them differently and detail them differently to make them look very distinct. And I think that they just did such a wonderful job with the paint on these things. I mean, they look dirty and messed up, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate that hugely, because it adds to the realism, it adds to the believableness. I know that's not a word, but I'm going to use it anyway. The believableness of these tiny little figures. I mean, these are small little guys, you know. Take a look at them from the back. Still, the washes that they use, the type of paint application used to add that depth and kind of the dirty look is still there even on the back, so they look equally good from all angles. The thing that is limited with these and is really kind of disappointing is the articulation or lack thereof. The heads are great. The heads can rotate all kinds of weird zombie awkward ways, and really goes with the look of their faces. However, beyond that, okay, you can raise the arms up, you can put them down, and you can rotate the waist just that much, left and right. That's it. That's all you get for movability and posability. It's enough, especially with the head, to really get some different looks from these guys, but and I think they chose really good poses for the arms in particular to make them look rather different depending upon just where you swing them, but still there's not all that much you can do. Fortunately, I mean, you know, they only do hand-to-hand damage, so you don't really need to equip them with stuff, and they do attach to studded pieces with just a single foot, so you can attach it just with a single foot like that, and you kind of make it look like he's moving, you know, kind of hobbling back and forth. So that's actually a really good thing, and you know, to have him be able to balance like that, I think is good. But would have been nice to have at least one additional joint in these, but God, they sure do look good. I mean, bad, nasty, ugly, awful. This set definitely has its shortcomings, and it's $50, at least at Toys R Us. It'll probably come down in price once or if it becomes no longer exclusive to them. But that's a fair chunk of change for 400 pieces and including 4 minifigs that don't have a whole lot of posability. But I still like the set. I honestly do. I really like the set. I think it's a great idea, and I hope that they will do more things like this for all of their different, all the different themes that Mega Bloks goes into, especially Call of Duty stuff. Having terrain that you can use to play with and place figures in and use for cover and stuff like that. Folks who want to even be more creative with their play style and just building in general can easily use this huge mass of small pieces here to break this up into 2 structures. You can have 2 different things and have even more coverage areas and hidden places, and you know, little corridors. You come around a corner and you run into a zombie, or even just use it for your regular Call of Duty, you know, soldiers and battle scenarios and such. So it's a well-designed set overall. Misses a few things. The figures look great, but just wish they could do a little bit more. And that's it for my thoughts on this set. Thank you for watching. You can check out the Zombie Horde review that I've done separately also, where I take a look at all the other figures that came out in the first wave for Call of Duty Zombies. It's a fun little series, and makes for good even just desk display models. So good stuff there, and you can stay tuned at jangbricks.com if you want to see everything that I do that's on the way. So talk to you again soon.